Today, I'm going to be ranking YouTubers based on how likely I would be to introduce them to my own mum. And when I say introduce to my mum, I mean like in real life. I don't mean introduce their videos to my mum. I mean introduce the person to my mum. That's all there is to it. So we have here a YouTuber tier list. And there's a bunch of YouTubers in here. I don't even know who all of them are, but there's a lot of people in here, and I do know who a lot of them are, so we'll go with this. I guess it's maybe slightly relevant for me to explain a little bit of the type of person my mum is. I would say my mum is very decent. Like, if anybody's sort of indecent, you'd think maybe you'd still introduce, but if they're the kind of person who you can't, like, they're a little bit of a wild card, you don't know what they're gonna do, then I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to judge each person individually. Now, these don't make any sense. I'm not gonna do S. I'm gonna say like, mum would, I'm sorry, I'm Australian. That's how I spell mum. I don't say mom. Mum would love them. That's number one. Let's say mum would love them. Next is, mum would, I don't know. What's the next one? Oh, no, that's good. Mum would love them more than me. Mum would think they're great. Sure, why not? Let's say maybe not. And then, absolutely not. I feel like I need another one. Mum would love them more than me. Mum would think they're great. Sure, why not? Maybe not. No, absolutely not. Mum would tolerate them. Yeah, well, because it's not really about what my mum would think of them. It's more about whether I would introduce them. But these ones are still like, I guess it's implied. If mum would love them more than me, then absolutely, I guess maybe I wouldn't want to introduce them. But, you know, whatever. Let's go with it. This is, Thingo, isn't it? This is my problem. I don't know everyone's profile pictures. I'm gonna blank on so many people's names. We could help you. Yeah, I'm expecting you to. I'm waiting for the, fix the colors. No, not doing it. Colors are weird. Well, the colors, like, they don't, whatever, green. But they go in a weird direction. Like, what, is green better? That doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, iDubbbz. I know iDubbbz is kind of weird, but I expect iDubbbz would be just fine in real life. Does he still live in Australia? Is he still in Australia too? So it's like even somewhat likely. I mean, it's not likely. I'm just saying like it would be far more possible. Why are you guys so upset about the color? The color, I want absolutely not to be, you know what? I'm gonna make absolutely not red. There. The transitions back and forth. You guys are getting too caught up about the colors. Why would I have absolutely not as blue? The point of this is not the colors. I'm actually changing it back. The point is not the colors. The point is the categories themselves. iDubbbz, I'm actually kind of feeling like it's a sure why not, but maybe I'm gonna put him down to a maybe not. I'm gonna knock him down to a maybe not, because if iDubbbz is a sure why not, then almost no one is getting a maybe not. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I don't know. Wait, is this? Can you guys help me out? Who's this one? Lauren's Side. It is Lauren's Side. I knew it was like one of them. I was thinking like, is it Lauren's Side or Gloom or Lauren's Side? Surely. Mum would think they're great, right? Surely. No, it's not. It's not Lauren's Side. Everybody else is saying it is. One person has decided it isn't. Anyway, we'll just pretend it is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who any of these are. This is what, Donald Dark or whatever? I don't know anything about anyone in the top row here. Now Nerd, I don't know. And this is, what's his name? It's like another meme person, but I don't know what they're like in real life. I don't know this. Slazo, sure, why not? Mum would think they're great, right? I don't know. Like, is Slazo not just kind of like me? I don't know. It would just, I don't know if mum would think he's great. Probably. But it's maybe more like a sure why not. I imagine Slazo would just be the same as me introducing literally any of my friends, because it's just like a guy down the road. You know what I mean? Like, he could so easily be any one of my friends. Joinen is overthinking this. Hey, I'm making an entire video where I'm like ranking them. Like, that's the whole video. The whole video is my thought process behind this. I could just do this in my own time and then post the photo on Twitter. But then there would be no content. The whole point of this is kind of to overthink it. Who do we have next? Filthy Frank? I'm gonna put Filthy Frank in sure why not, because this is one of those situations where like, this is Filthy Frank, isn't it? If we're talking like character, if we're talking Filthy Frank the character, this is absolutely not even one step below. There is no way in hell ever, not a chance. But if we're talking Filthy Frank in real life, then I'm sure he'd be absolutely fine. Sure, why not? And the only reason Slazo's sitting above Filthy Frank is because I expect Slazo to be a sweetheart. I don't know who this is. This is Anthony Padilla, isn't it? Anthony Padilla has to be a sweetheart. Like, maybe mum would love. No, look, unless we're absolutely certain, we won't put anyone above mum would think they're great yet. Maybe at the end, we could figure out who would... Anthony Padilla. Whose mum? Like, whose mum just wouldn't be obsessed with Anthony Padilla? Didn't he steal loads of jokes? Well, you think mums care about that? Are you sure you know your mum? I do know her pretty well. Second from the left is Click. Well, I don't know who that is, so... Cinema Sins, I don't know. Memulous, I don't know Memulous well enough. I guess I need to put in a category where I'm just like, honestly, couldn't tell you. You guys are gonna lose it at the colors again. I'm gonna put it as a gray. No, what? What just happened? Why did it add 2? Why did, this was sure why not, wasn't it? Sure why not. What happened to the formatting of that? Sure, why not? Why? Why do you do that? Why does it look like that? Oh well, Memulous. Honestly, couldn't tell you. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. Onision. Onision. Absolutely not. I am not gonna introduce Onision to my mom. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna get the chance, and I'm fine with that. Smosh. I'm gonna put Smosh and sure why not. And I know that's weird, considering I put Anthony Padilla at mum would think they're great. But mum wouldn't like Smosh's content. And I don't know what the question is here. I guess I need to define whether the question is whether mum would like their content or whether I just introduce them. And I did say it's mum would introduce them, but I'm gonna knock Smosh down just a notch because I don't think mum would like their content. And I just think that has to play a little bit into it, even though that's not what we're grading. The bell icon. Austin Burke, I don't know who that is. Drama Alert is probably an absolutely not. No, I'll put it under no. It's not absolutely not, but it is a no. I'm not introducing Keemstar to my mum. I'm sorry, Keemstar. I just wouldn't. If I was standing next to you and my mum happened to walk past, I'd be like, hi, mum. All right. Dunno. Vsauce. Michael here. Sure, why not? This sure, why not, and the mum would think they're great is a little bit of a mishmash here. I might have to come back and kind of sort some of these out because I'm not really sure. But I do think Michael would be a sure, why not? Dunno. That's what Vanos Gaming. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, this is quite. Did I get that right? So the people who I don't even know who they are staying down here, and the people who I have watched 1 or 2 videos, but I don't know enough about them, they do get put on the board. But they're an honestly, I couldn't tell you. Quite. Yeah. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Don't know. This one's interesting. Probably a maybe not. And I don't know why I say that, but I just get a vibe. I know who it is. I'm just scared that I'm gonna say it wrong. Will Nee or Will Nay? Like, which is it? Will Any. Will Any. I didn't even get it right out of the 2 options I thought. Will Any. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch enough of his content, but also what I have watched, I just get the vibe that I don't know how well he would jive with my mum. You know, not everyone's gonna jive with my mum, and that's just what it comes down to. I don't know. And everybody haven't a go at me for not knowing who people are. I'm sorry. There's so many people here. I'm not gonna know who they all are. Jacksepticeye. Mum would think he's great. Absolutely, mum would think he's great. This is another one of these ones where it's like, whose mum wouldn't think he's great, right? Or no, one thing that hasn't crossed my mind yet is language. My mum doesn't like language. Mum would still think he's great though. Dunno. Ooh, Matt Pat. Wait, Game Theory, Film Theory? Are they different people? I thought they were. Oh, right, because this is channels. This isn't people. All right, I'll skip that. And I'll do it for Game Theory instead. Oh, this guy. This is the guy that like reviews foods and stuff like that, isn't he? I'm not putting him under, absolutely not. I'm putting him under, honestly couldn't tell you. No, you know what? I'm gonna put him under sure why not. Maybe mum would love them more than me. No, sure why not. The thing is with him is that I don't even know his name, but I know what he does. And the thing is with him is that he could be literally any one of these. My mum might love him more than me. She might think he's great. Sure, why not? Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but maybe not. Also no, and maybe absolutely not. So I'm gonna say honestly couldn't tell you. I will leave it at honestly couldn't tell you because I honestly can't tell you. For different reasons than these two, he basically acts like an old man. Your mum would adore that about him. Yeah, but you don't know my mum. Just because he acts like an old man doesn't mean my mum might be a bit weirded out. Gonna go out on the limb and say he should not be on the same level as Onision? Probably not. All right, don't know. Jake Paul. Are we saying no or... I'm gonna say absolutely not. Jake Paul is an absolutely not. I would almost sooner introduce Onision to my mum before Jake Paul. I think everything that Jake Paul stands for, everything, is the antithesis of what my mum would jive with. I don't know if Jake Paul should be introduced to anyone's mum. It doesn't even have to be mine. Matt Pat is one of those ones that, like, Matt Pat has to be mum would love them more than me, right? It's Matt Pat. Matt Pat is one of those people who I imagine you would invite over to your mum's place, and you'd just be sitting in a corner and he would just be wooing your mum so hard. And by the end of it, they'd be like, I don't know, having some like conversations. They're like making jokes about you. They're getting on like a house on fire. Matt Pat with anyone's mum. Ethan Klein. Ethan's like honestly a no or a maybe not. And that's not because I don't like him. But this isn't about me. This is about my mum. And my mum wouldn't be Ethan's biggest fan. Oh, if mum heard like Ethan's podcast, it would be a no. But I imagine Ethan's probably kind of sweet in a real life sense. So I'm going to put him at a maybe not. And that's if this is just Ethan. If it's Ethan and Ela, then like I could put it up to a sure, why not? But I'm just going to say Ethan because I'm trying to judge individual people here. I don't know any of these. Leafy. Absolutely not. No, I'm not introducing Leafy to my mum. Who would it? Introducing Leafy to? I don't know who these people are, and I'm not here to be judged for that. This is getting so big that I can't even actually reach it. Like, what do you actually start doing in that? Oh, you have to like start organizing them. That's annoying. All right, Hacksmith. Sure, why not? Whatever. I don't think mum would be his biggest fan, but she wouldn't have a problem. That's Hacksmith, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know these people's profile pictures. They should just have like smack bang, like Logan Paul here. They should just be like photos of his face. Hey, true podcast. Yeah, well, we're doing individual people here. PewDiePie. This is an interesting one. And I feel like a lot of people would have different opinions about this. I, for one, think that, mum would love Felix. She would. Because mum is Finnish, and she's not one of these Finns who, you know, hates Swedes. Mum loves everything Scandinavian. And to just sit down with another Scandinavian, mum would be all about it. And I imagine, like, Felix has to be very nice in real life. Mum would think he's great. If she just met him, she doesn't have to know about anything else. Mum would think he's great. Oh, we got Jake. Mum would think he's great as well. Logan Paul. Now, people are saying absolutely not for Logan Paul. I'm gonna put him under no. He is not on the same page as Jake Paul in my book for someone who I would introduce my mom to. Like, I know this is not what you guys would want me to say, but I would genuinely put Logan Paul on a maybe not. It's not that mum would like him. She wouldn't. That's why I'm putting him under maybe not. But again, I'm trying to picture these people as real people meeting my mum, and they're not their character that they are on their YouTube channel. In that sense, they would just act more like a normal person. I would be scared of what Logan Paul would say around my mum. Like, who knows what he could come out with. But that's why it's maybe not. Who that? Who's Logan Paul? I have seen like one of this person's videos. Things you can do online now, guys. Soot House. I don't know. I don't watch enough. Jaden. Surely mum would think they're great. Surely. T-Series. What? How do you even do that? T-Series isn't a person, but it's kind of funny. The idea of introducing my mum to the entirety of T-Series and everyone behind it. That just sounds like a logistical nightmare. So I'm going to put it under no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to introduce T-Series to my mum. I don't know like any of these people. That's just me, isn't it? Is that not just me? Game Grumps. Sure. Why not? Other ones. I don't know how to classify that one. So I think this one goes on, honestly, couldn't tell you. Markiplier. Markiplier is another one of those ones that would just like get along with mums so insanely well. Oh yeah. My mum would love Markiplier. Surely that's another one. Mums in general would love Markiplier. He's got that soothing voice. Hey, Joinen's mom. You know what I mean? Absolutely. He has too much charisma. That's what I'm saying. Mums love charisma. Mr. Beast. That's an interesting one. Jimmy. Mr. Beast is at least a sure why not. A minimum sure why not. Nope. Mr. Beast has to be pretty good with mums. I imagine Mr. Beast would be pretty dang good with mums. I'm gonna put them at mum would think they're great. We're getting so many great ones here, but I guess it's just a lot of great people on YouTube. A lot of great people that would get along with my mum. I don't know about this one. I'm Alex, right? Am I getting that right? There's that whole group of them, and I'm scared that in front of all of you guys, I'm gonna say the wrong one. You'd never introduce him to your mum, ever. I'm Alex. Yeah, I thought it was I'm Alex. I mean, I knew it was, but I just like 90% knew it was. You guys saying absolutely not? I guess you could say that. I just don't know. And that's why it's honestly couldn't tell you. So it's not really either way. I haven't watched enough of his stuff to know enough about how he would get along with my mum. Was he involved in some sort of drama or something? But that's the thing. The mums don't know about the drama. Now, this is an interesting one because, like, this is what Max Mofo. Okay, Max Mofo, he has to be very nice in real life, right? Like, he'd be able to get along with people's mums. And he has to be on the same page with Slazo, I would say. He's essentially the one who cancelled Slazo. I did hear about that. I think this list has been updated over time, so I think it's got old profile pictures, but then new people on it as well. The other Vsauce. Kevin? Sure, why not? Is this Coco Melon? Is that Coco Melon? Is Coco Melon the last channel in here that I know? Jelly? It's not Coco Melon. It should be. Well, I don't know enough about Jelly. That's the thing with all of these. I don't know enough about any of these to make any judgments either way, or even enough to even put them on the honestly don't know. Or I don't recognize their profile picture, and so I couldn't even tell you, even if I did know them, who they were. No Drew, no Danny, no Curtis. That's what I'm saying. There's a lack of good ones here. There's a lack of good ones. You know what I can do? Let's go to the next phase. All right, the next phase is paint. All right, I've got a few here as a little extra bonus. Okay, let's see. We've already got some of these. Danny. Danny is going under. Mum would think they're great, for sure. Jarvis is going under. Mum would think they're great. No question about that. Danny's the kind of guy who drinks his respect Joinen's mum's juice. Yeah, I believe that. I don't know. I don't know these. I don't know these well enough to know where I would put them on the list. Drew. Drew's another one. Like surely all of these people are like, yeah, Mum would think they're great, right? Mum would. She would. Who else do we have? I don't know any of these people. I don't know anyone. I am sorry, but maybe not. Just, I don't know. Like I said, it's not about what I like. It's just about how much my mum would get along with them. Have I missed someone? I feel like I've missed someone in this lot here. Oh, Leon Lush. Leon would do fine, but I would still put him under maybe not, like maybe simply just for language, or he would make some joke my mum would not be comfortable with. That's what I imagine. Jazza, is he in there somewhere? Maybe I need to just start writing names in. I just need to get my little brush out and just start writing people. Or even better yet, a little text. All right, who else? Jazza? Mum would love Jazza. There's only so many people that can fit that role at the top. Jazza. Cody Co. Cody Co would do fine, but I'm actually gonna put him under sure, why not? Just because, I don't know, slightly more edgy maybe. Curtis. Mum would think they're great. Spooky or Nah. That's just speaking from experience. Go and check out Spooky or Nah, my friend who stole my mum's heart at the fresh age of like 8. He's got a new channel. Corpse Husband. I don't know. I've literally never watched a video. I haven't watched enough Dan and Phil either to know either of them. Dar Man. Dar Man. Dar Man would steal any mum's heart. And that's the truth. Gloom. Yeah. Put Gloom in. Yeah. Curtis and Cody are in the picture. Yeah. Oh, well. I know who Corpse is. I've just never watched a video. Billie Eilish. Yeah, well, I've already written Curtis. Oh, he's right there. He's like at the top. Scott Kramer. Yeah, I would say Mum would think they're great. Like so many of these people, Mum would think they're great. Give me ones you reckon wouldn't be. Give me ones you think that would be lower on the list. Slightly edgier. Gus Johnson. I still think Gus gets to go up here as well, right? Surely. Shane Dawson. I'm gonna put Shane under sure, why not? Sniper Wolf. I have no clue. Trisha Paytas. Trisha is a no. Tanner. Tanner is an absolutely not. James Charles. No idea. I don't know if my mum would know what to make of James Charles. Morgs. Sea-Dog VA. Sea-Dog has big mum wooing vibes. Sea-Dog VA gets mum would love them more than me. Like, absolutely. I feel like it's got a lot to do with... Actually, not all of these, but I feel like he's got the same Markiplier thing going on. You need that smooth voice. Morg's mum. Shay needs to be so much lower. No, guys, you don't understand. It's not about whether you like the person or what you think about them or whatever. It's just whether I would introduce them to my mum. Shane, sure, why not? Like, maybe I could put it down to him, maybe not, but I don't know. It's not really... I feel like you got to imagine these people in real life. Let me explain this. Every single one of these people is way more boring than you think. I guarantee you, they finish making their YouTube video and then they just go and watch Netflix or something. And then they, you know, order some food and they eat it and then they go to sleep. These people live normal lives. They're normal, boring people. Majority of these are gonna be absolutely fine. He's done a lot of creepy stuff. It's not about that. It's just introducing, oh, hey, this is Shane. Shane, my mum. It would be fine. I'm sure them interacting in a room for an afternoon, I think it would go down just fine. Whatever. It's a sure, why not? Does your mum like your channel? She doesn't watch much of it. Famous YouTuber Will Smith. All right, anyway, let me know. Which one of these YouTubers would you introduce your mum to? Would you introduce your mum to me? Hey, come and follow me over on Twitch and get some of the Lemon Carton merch, and I will see you guys tomorrow.